18 inches square on the inside and probably 9 inches deep for the gas, about 250 pounds capacity.
And we melted the marbles, didn't we?
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember some parts of it. Yeah.
We only had 2 blowpipes, 2 sets of tools, and Clayton came over and blew glass, but he didn't want to use the blowpipes because then the students couldn't blow, and since he was an instructor, he wasn't supposed to be there. So he just picked up a punny, and he'd get this much glass on the punny, and then he put a hole in it and put a wet stick in it and made steam bubble faces.
I remember he used a pencil, which was a nicely pointed, and he soaked the pencil in a jar of water for a little while, and then I remember that he pushed a dent into that ball of solid glass, like a size of a paperweight, while it was still very hot, and then just hold that pencil in there, or pointed stick. Yeah, and then I did use the pointed stick, wet pointed stick, steam stick we called it, in the mouth of vessels, because when we were first learning how to blow, the lips were always very, very thick, because we were necking down when it was very cold, because we were trying to control the glass.
Right.
And so one of the ways you can control a glass is get it cold enough that it doesn't move. Then we had it under control.
And that was easy with marbles.
And that was pretty easy. That happened right away, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so the steam stick then allowed me to expand the upper part of the vessel where the blowpipe had been.
Yeah.
And thin it out a little, and make it bigger also, all at the same time. And then you carried that a lot farther with the, how do you say it in French? The
steam bubble vessel.
These guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and marbles really lent themselves to this technique, because when I'd blow the bubble, the glass would get thin and it would chill instantly.
Yeah.
And much later...
If it didn't chill, then it would get so thin that it would collapse or open up.
Well, that happened anyway with me. It took me almost, I think probably 9 months once I got the concept, it took me that long to actually be able to do them consistently.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the trouble of being self-taught. But Tom Buechner, when he was director of Steuben in Corning, he loved these pieces, and he invited me out to design for Steuben, to put something in production with the steam bubbles. And so I went out there and spent a day with one glass blower who tried to blow steam bubbles in their glass. Well, their glass, I think it got stiff about 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
An hour and a half late, right?
They'd come out of the furnace with a ball of glass like this in the blowpipe, and they'd sit there and block that, and sit and block it. I'd swear for 10 minutes, waiting for it to get cool enough
to cool it off. Yeah.
And he tried and tried, and they all collapsed. He could not get one to stand up.
Yeah, that would be very hard.
We had to give up. It wasn't possible with their glass. But I had a lot of fun with it because I could swing it on the blowpipe, and that's what happened with this. I stretched it out.
Yeah.
But it would keep moving. The thick part would keep moving, and the thin parts would chill up.
Set up.
And you'd get very nice forms.
Yeah.
As a result of the characteristics of the glass, not due to my skill, which was very necessary.
Yeah, that was handy. Well, what was that class like? The one in '64, that first one, or the second glass class in America?
I don't. My memory has faded greatly. I don't remember. I didn't keep my class book, grade book, so I don't have records of who was in the class. I know the printmaker. What was his name at Iowa?
Lasansky.
Lasansky. his son was in it, who was an excellent sculptor.
Oh, yeah.
I know he did a really nice portrait of somebody that summer while he was in the class. I think he was Leonardo. They were all of his boys were named, or all of his children. Lisansky named his children after artists. Mm-hmm. And I know it was either Leonardo or Michelangelo that was the sculptor. I think it was Leonardo. He goofed up and missed. Thought he was going to be a painter. I remember a lot of discussion. We were discussing all kinds of things. He was working on a pneumatic control door for the furnace.
Wow.
So that we could step on the foot pedal to open the door and reheat.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course that was it. There was no glory hole. There was just the one furnace.
Right. I remember we just piled bricks in front of the door at night.
Right.
And then set the bricks on the floor in the daytime.
Right.
While we worked, the door was wide open.
Yeah, and that's what I continued to do, I think probably until I came to Toledo. I don't think I ever did create a door that opened and closed on hinges. In Mount Vernon. I used bricks, and one night my studio in Mount Vernon had a wood floor. It was an old stable. And I told Nick Labino that I was building a studio in a completely wooden building. He said, "You're nuts. I didn't know it'll last. You'll burn it down." But I didn't.
Good.
But the bricks fell out of the door one night, and I came out in the morning and found them sitting on this floor that cars had parked in for years as a garage, and had oil-soaked boards. And the brick laid there. I don't know if it's the hot side down or the cold side down, but
it must have been the cold.
But there was a perfect black charred mark on the floor, but
it didn't set fire.
Nothing. It didn't spread.
Wow, boy, that was close call.